Hey yo, what is up guys, it's your boy Twa here, and this will be a video of the Poharan 6-man solo. So I'm actually going to cheat a little bit in and around because I am not quite comfortable with it yet. I blame my damage. So currently my damage is 387 attack power, there's about 45% crit rate and about 190% crit damage, that's about it. So let's just start off with all of the rotation. So first off, she'll start with an easy rotation. So this is the cone. Afterward, she will just wait around, do a blow kiss. After the blow kiss, she will jump, and that's the time you need to double back. Then she does a headbutt, and there's the cone again. So what I tend to use a lot of times is for measurements of time, I actually use auto attacks as well. You will see that later on into the run because I just autopilot this. I've done this too many times and died too many times on this run solo, like really disgusting. So I take 1-2 attacks in before the headbutt, and I take about 3 attacks give or take before she does the blow kiss into the jump. So a funny thing is with the double back into the back jump is it will work nonetheless. Like even like that, it should not have an iframe second, but the game just not register like you being there. So I'll be highlighting this AoE in a second and the reason why I failed this. So coming back to the double back, the game will not register you actually being there where the hit is supposed to be. So that is probably one of the ways. If I'm totally correct about this, not quite sure. So that was one of the first rotations at like 1/7 of her HP bar. She will do that rotation. She will just try and hit you with a huge ass AoE. Now, for this build, what I use is my lightning build, which is listed below into the description. You will be just stacking up poison. And reason for that being is if you Q the headbutt, it will grant you one of the poison shurikens. And if you time your rotations correctly, you will be able to get 5 poison stacks. If you get 5 poison stacks and actually do the lightning rod, as you can see, you can do up to 7k crits already with just this gear. Like it's not even like totally maxed out. It is really ridiculous. Alright, so let's highlight this part. So she will do the AoE once again, and funny thing is if she starts off, you can insta dash to her because she always show her back. Now you can just dash in because this game is all about the teleport. So the moment you dash forward, you will be automatically standing on top of or like next to your opponent. This way the game will actually skip like the distance that is in between, and therefore at that time I did not get hit by the AoE. So what you can use is a frontward dash. I could use my tap to do the switch around, which I will be using later on as well. And yeah, probably if you double back into F, it works exactly the same way, but that just seems more like a teleport. Also, if I want to really get the 5 stacks in, what I tend to use is before she does the headbutt, she has a slight time where you can just hit her and she's standing around. You can actually maximize the damage. You can put up a poison breath. Maximum poison breath gives on a crit gives an extra stack, so if you're lucky you can insta stack her to 5 if you really want to. So once again, here we go. Q, hit her a few times, stand to the side, re-hide if necessary, double back, throw out a bomb, attack 2 times, and then pose a Q. Like this way you will never fill a Q on that one. If you get headbutted though, that may pose a problem. Also, if you do get hit by either the cone or the jump, make sure to have your tab up. But in all fairness, I would use my F up earlier because it has less cooldown. That way you can play around with it just a bit. So I would suggest not to hit tab whenever, so don't do that. And the rest is just all rotations. Here she goes again. I can just insta hide myself, get that extra damage in, and now she will perform the second part. Now for this part there's actually a big tip. Alright, so I'm going to show you off the aggressive way, which involves you getting hit. So if you get hit here and press your F, you will get yourself the iframe, and if you perform it properly you can Q out of this. So let's put this into a slow-mo and actually see where I mess up. So I'm way too much into the back. I could jump a little bit to the front, so this way I do get hit by the ice unnecessarily. And the biggest trick is you need to put as much distance between you and Poharan to actually dash this Q. So the moment this game registers like a dash forward, the same goes with Poharan, it will say she is already there. So the distance and time that she takes to travel actually allows you to press your Q. If you are like standing in front of her, you have like 0.1 second to Q. If you are standing like all the way on top of the edge, you will have 0.5 seconds, for instance. Like, these are all just made up numbers, but this is the way it works. So once again, you just start off and do everything once again like you're back at the normal rotations. It's easy. The only thing you really don't want to get hit by is the knockup, because it does about 60 to 70% damage and it just hurts a lot. Let me just fast forward this part into the next. Now this is just to show you how like devastating this is in terms of practice and never fucking it up. It is so disgusting. Now here we come at a part where she just decides to call her pets. Now this is probably the hardest part for an assassin, yet maybe the easiest thing for an assassin to do. Now you just continue to damage her. Like, once you're in hide, the pets won't actually see you. That is the biggest advantage that you have. Now her rotations change up a little bit and there's a way around it. So what I tend to do is I stand on the valve for that little bit of HP. The first frag that gets shot, I'll just avoid it. I just avoid it until I get to the middle part once again. She drops a bomb, I just wait for the first flare to come up and I tab myself in. If I tab in, I 4, or I put a bomb down to get myself into hide, because at this point the cats won't actually attack me because I'm in hide. Now when she does the huge ass AoE, there's a few things that you can do. You can iframe with C, or you could just dash back and get yourself hit. Now the funny thing is, once she's up in the air, you can decoy yourself and get yourself out. And if she just tends to dive, then you can E or Q and get yourself out. Here once again she is using a dash forward, so the more distance that you put in between yourself and her, that is the amount of time that you gain extra to press yourself that button. So that's the biggest tip that I can give you on the teleport. So here she goes once again. I put up the valve. There we go. I stand in the middle, the cats won't attack me, and if I'm actually smart, I look at the cat's position, because the distance that the cats actually need to travel is the time that I give myself to damage her even more and not pay attention to the cat. So once again, I tab myself in. This time I did not get myself enough hide time, but still the cats don't attack. Here I can just C button myself, use the decoy like I said, try to run out. Now the distance between me and her was not enough, so I did not have enough time to put down a Q. But then again, I got myself my hide, and after she does the dive, she will automatically always use the dash forward. Now this gives a huge advantage for assassin. If you still have your decoy, like if you still have the decoy, you can just automatically just pop it and be happy about yourself. What you can also do is just run forward and be happy about your life. Now here's where I almost die, or even do die, because I die at this run. So here we go once again. Make sure to hide at these cats, because they will attack you a short time after. Make sure to get yourself a little bit of HP standing on top of this thing. Now here's where I try something stupid which does not work, and that is dashing through all of those things. Like, you can manage time it maybe, but still it wasn't good enough. So here we go. You need to be outputting the maximum damage. So get the 5 stacks and use your poison breath. That is about the best damage that you can get. C button up. Get your 2 button. Get as much distance as possible. And there we go. Because I got that extra distance, I can Q it. Here comes the headbutt, and I was actually lucky because I was still into hide, so that gives me more evasion rate. Once again, got lucky on the second time. Here I use my decoy because I got a little bit scared. And you want to be in hide as much as possible. Reason for it being, these cats will actually hit you otherwise. So try and maintain that hide mode if you can. And if you don't, just get back into it if you can and will. There we go, get back into hide. And this is the part once again where you got to play smart. look at the cats, where is their position. They're on the right, so I move to the left, otherwise I would have run the other way. Make sure I put as much distance between me and Poharan. Once again, for the travel time on the frags, if you move too much toward her, the frags will actually hit you. Here's why I miss my tab. It's way too eager. I use my tab to stay into hide and actually gain myself still that perma hide while not getting hit. Here we go once again. Put down the decoy. Try to get as much distance. And for some reason, like, she didn't hit. So whatever works. Okay, make sure the decoy or double back. I would rather pick the decoy for one reason. Is you get into hide, she will keep attacking you instead of fragging you, because now I'll have a really hard time getting back into hide. So there we go, got back into hide, and now it's time to put down the dig again. Let's go. Now, so far these cats have not hit me out of hide like all that much, so I'm actually quite lucky. There we go, once again, put down the valve, regen that HP, and make sure to put as much distance as needed to travel those frags. There we go. Now it's time to get the tabs once again. 4 button. Get as many stacks as possible without like luring the cats. And it's time to put down the dick and actually use a potion, because I just want to do damage. I know it's cheating. There we go. Put enough distance between me and Poharan. And now it's time to do the dick. Got lucky actually on the headbutt, but yeah, assassins are broken when it comes to hide. More evasion rates. OP! You can still get hit. I can guarantee you that. Just do that enough times and you will not try getting hit by that. I'm so lucky. There we go. Double back once again. We've done this rotation over 1,000,000 times already, and here's where I actually get bobbed. I still want to see this. How did I die? Like half HP. Watch this. Dead. Like, that cat just body flayed me and it just hit me for more than 60% of my HP. Like, what the flying fuck? Like, I get hit once and I die here. This is why I did not pick the 4-man run. This game is too hard. Oh my god. So here we go. Tab 4. Press my tab to re-hide. Press my Q to maintain into the high, because otherwise I would have gotten hit. Put down the dick, put some damage down, and here we go once again. And always run away for the cast. Like, just run away. Like, make sure to, even if you do get hit, this way you can just keep up like a distance between you and the cats. You will not get knocked down this way, and you will not get body flayed like I just got. Alright, so this is all that part where we've been before. And like I said in other videos, you're an assassin, take it easy, take your time. There's no reason to just stress it out. Like, if you got enough damage and you can kill her within 20 seconds, make sure to do so. But this time it takes about 13 to 16 minutes to kill her. Yeah, I don't know. It's all about outputting the damage. Why are you not going for a first hit in? This is just way more solid. It just takes more time. Like, I could also just pick up other routes that could potentially put out more damage, but this seemed to be like one of the safest routes that I could think of. Now, if you're actually on the ground, what you could use is your ground counter, and that will actually work as well, but not in terms of getting back into a decoy. It works as though there was never a hit. So you still need to re-hide yourself like I did with my smoke screen. And that is why I spec smoke screen in this build as well. You could be using the smoke screen to not get hit by any projectiles, but that doesn't happen all that often like that. Now, also one of the bigger things is steering Poharan. If she does the headbutt, you can just turn around at some angle and you can steer her with her double back basically. Now this is the time where I actually almost got greedy. Oof. I just love these spots. Oof. And there you go. Like, now it's time to get the final hits in. I'm not sure if I kill her now already or if I just got greedy. Alright, get the 4s in. Tab, Q, and there we go once again. Quite easy. You can still run out of this, but you won't be doing damage there as well, so I just tend to put out as much damage as I possibly can. And here's the time where I actually do get greedy. I'm not sure how to re-hide. Ooh, got lucky that the white cat actually didn't hit me. This could have been a very messy situation. My tab is down, so not much I can do at this point. Make sure to cue that. There we go. Cat actually hitting me out. Nice, get the cues in. And there we go, last part of the rotation. At like 3 or 4 rotations, I haven't counted, she will start off that thing. So I thought of getting greedy, but yeah, let's just play it out. I want to make this. Like, I got time anyway. I'm putting her like down on HP every time she does a rotation, because like the downside to this run is as well, like if you don't have enough damage, she will regen more than you can actually output. So there it goes, put down the 4, tab. I'm not sure if I'm using damage potions anyway, but either way, I would be cheating. Oh my god. Okay, there we go. And now it's time to put down the dick. Alright, so we got it. Hope this puts this run into a little bit of perspective. Hope you guys like this. This was Twebby. Peace.